will give you access to the dashboard. From the dashboard, you can review your newsletter list, send newsletter, manage your contacts, group your contacts, manage your users, review the activity reports. The dashboard features the three most commonly used features: create and send a newsletter, manage the contacts, and the activities. Let's add a contact. The only required field is the email address. From the contact area, you can add a contact to a group. The gray square is your Create or Save button. Contact has been added. Let's create a newsletter. We can return to the dashboard, or we can create a newsletter from the newsletter list. New newsletter. Give our newsletter a subject. We can choose one of the designs. The first two are the most commonly used designs. We'll choose the first. It'll give us an area for a logo, a main content area, and we'll also have a third area for footer information, which is added to each of the designs. This area also features the Revize History button, which will allow you to review previous versions of the same newsletter. We'll create our newsletter. Once the newsletter has been added to the list, we can choose the Edit button, which will allow you to go back to the design, change design, or the subject title of the newsletter. To actually edit the newsletter, choose the link to the newsletter. Our newsletter has 3 sections. Let's add the logo with the first Edit button. The Change Image will direct us to the Revize Image Managing System. It is a system-wide managing system. It is recommended that you create a new folder for all of your images. For this newsletter, we're going to use a previously uploaded image. And we'll save. The second edit will allow us to add content to our main body. A standard Revize rich text editor. I'm pasting on previously copied content. The rich text editor features can all be used. Linking, and saving the information. The Edit button at the bottom will allow us to add additional information. each of the sections have been saved, so the newsletter has been created. We'll return to the list to send the newsletter. Our newsletter was created. To send the newsletter, we must select a newsletter and select our contacts for the newsletter. From the contact list, we can choose one or two contacts, as many as we would like. We can choose to group our contacts, filter it by list. At the bottom of the list, add checked contacts. They will appear on our list. From the Send Newsletter screen, we can also edit our contacts. Remove contacts. We can return and add additional contacts. Send our newsletter. And we'll receive the message that our newsletter was scheduled successfully.